Yeah.
Oh, I see why you started dancing. So we have a very special guest today. This man, a man of multiple talents.
What?
A jack of all trades. This man is your community lawyer. He's a singer, a musician, a dancer, all around great guy. This is Mr. Riccardeau Lucceus. How you doing, my brother?
Wow. I didn't even know where to start. Thank you so much. You're far too kind. And it's a privilege to be with the PlayBook masters, I will say, the mega stars of our town. Again, I'm excited to be here. I look forward to having a great conversation and engaging with your fans. And I think most of your fans are my fans too. So
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
Absolutely.
thank you so much for having me, guys.
It's a long time coming. We talked about this a long time ago. We're trying to coordinate to make it happen. And our schedules is a little wild right nowadays. So it's really cool to have you here in the studio with the guys. So, Doc, take it away.
Yeah, so basically, we're really happy to have you here with us this week. There's a lot to talk about. We definitely want to talk about your business because, background, I have backgrounds all over the place, but for the guys that know or people that, I was formerly a military, but a federal agent. So I've dealt
For those of you who don't know, Doc, for military,
former
special agent, DJ.
Yeah.
Wow.
Roller skate.
You're from planes, break dancer.
Societo.
What was it?
Societo.
Okay, let's make it easy. What was the one job you haven't done?
Scuba diver.
Bartender.
Scuba diver.
Bartender. Everything but bartender. There we go. Let's keep it.
Why you playing with me about my fear of the water, bro? why you do?
I don't like
Yeah, I already
That's
know.
a script tonight.
He's doing everything except for going in the water. So
Hot tub
hey,
is it for
I'll
me.
tell you
if there's
this.
a hot seat
I don't go in the water
situation,
either.
Doc has you. But if there's a situation in the water, Doc is staying on shore. That's it.
I'll tell you
That's
this.
facts.
Doc has a beautiful pool. One day we got to do an episode of the pool.
We're gonna do that.
And he has a great pool which shoots fire and everything. I've never seen Doc near that place. So I do not
That's
believe
true.
the man is
I've
in the
never
water.
seen you in the pool.
That's me too. I don't get into
Not
the
a
water.
bit, yeah. My wife swims like a fish, so so one time she was we were on some cruise together and she swims out like literally like looks like she's half a mile out and I see her and my boy shout out to my boy Big Will who was my best man at my wedding. He was like, is that Uhuru way out? I was like, you so far out, I can't even reach you with the big stick. So I'm gonna have to hijack a boat if I need to come save
you.
There you go.
you. Like, yeah. But
Getting back to our guests.
yeah, so
Exactly.
Yeah,
Getting
so
back-
so yeah, so like I said, we've known each other for a while now. We've been trying to put this together. Like I said, my background, I've dealt with a lot of attorneys. Even some of the people, my last agency before I retired, we actually had interns from Stetson that regularly came and worked with us at our office. But I'm familiar with a lot of attorneys in the area and just across the board. And he's doing something that's really, really special and noteworthy in this day and age that, is really to be commended. So, besides being my friend and a great dancer, a great human being, he's also bringing a great community or a great service to the community, which is why we call him your community lawyer, So yeah, tell us a little bit about your practice and the premise, the mantra behind your practice.
Well, thank you, Doc, for the extended introduction. I was raised in a community. My grandma had, when I was in Haiti, had this big farm where, to get people to work for you, over there they don't have the machines and everything. So the whole community come and help you today. You feed them all. And tomorrow we all go helping the other guy next door. So I grew up, I saw that. That was
Right.
the environment, that shaped my mind that anything I have to do has to have first the community in mind. This is
Right.
why one of my slogan is made in the community, by the community, in the community, and always with the community. So
I like that.
My lawyer, and I call it lawyering done differently, is to first of all become one with the people that I serve. One thing I've noticed in that field, the disconnect you see sometimes between the lawyers and the people they serve. So I just wanted to become one with the community, dance with them, cry with them, eat with them, drink with them, do everything with them so that their problems become my problem. This is why you don't come to my law firm without coming to me first. And every single one of my clients have my cell phone.
And that's amazing because
That's big.
I think that you were talking to E about an experience you had with a bigger firm.
Yeah.
And
Let me interrupt you because let the audience know, what type of law do you practice?
I do personal injury, auto accidents, slip and fall, and wrongful death.
Okay. So, and for everybody out there in the public, I think they understand most of that. Personal injury can include car accidents, and you said slip and fall, maybe even workers' comp, things of that nature. And that's really important because when those type of incidents happen, it's like the people that are at fault don't want to have anything to do with it because there's a high price tag to come along with it. So you represent the injured and the victims in that situation, which is critical, and they are people of the community, which I think is big.
Yes. We give a boutique approach to law where we don't push our clients out of their treatment so that we can settle the case and pay bills. We don't do that.
Right.
We don't have the male attitude where we don't even know their names, who they are, and then what they're dealing with. So we're trying to do the best we could under the circumstance. This is why I tell everybody that you have to be considerate and focus-centered when you serve a community. If you look at all my commercials, you will see a component of the communities. I try to reach all communities in Florida. I have the commercials in Portuguese, with I use music as a musician to do whatever I do. I play, I perform, I compose. I have country. My next commercial is a country music commercial.
Oh, wow.
And
Okay.
that's for my English line, which is 855 Lure Me In.
Okay.
And this one is coming up. I'm trying to get it before Baila Tempa.
Okay.
We'll see how that plays out. And I have in Creole, Haitian Creole. I speak Creole. I also have my commercials in Spanish as well. But music or dancing, I incorporate my authentic me into everything I do.
So let's get this right. First, how many languages do you speak?
I would say I speak 3 fully and a bunch of little things in between here and there. I speak
And
French, Creole, English, and a little bit Spanish, and a little bit Urdu, a little bit Nepalese, and things like. Because I used to work for the United Nations as a linguist.
how
Right.
about Papi Mento? Can we throw that in there? Little Cortisal? No, nothing. No.
I got
People from
nothing.
Cortisal, you get that. So, so multilingual, and dancing.
Yes, I dance. That's balance for me.
Where does that passion for Latin dancing come from? I mean, you're Haitian, I'm Dominican, so our islands are connected together.
Well,
Terrible
and-
history in between. However, you have, since I started dancing, because one of the first people I met when I started dancing, and you were in the community, in the dance community longer than I have. Because even when I met you, you could definitely dance. Way better than I could ever hope for.
And it got way better than I.
Listen, that's arguable. It just depends who you ask. So, where does that passion for Latin dancing come from? Where did that start? When you made that decision, you know what? I need to learn how to do this.
Okay, this is a long story though. I was born in a family where everyone is extremely conservative, like literally conservative. My first bachelor was theology.
Okay.
I was supposed to be a pastor.
Okay.
Literally. And this is why most of the music, my albums are very all gospel Christian music. So one thing that I was missing is what you call balance. I was so conservative. I used to go to Idlewild Baptist Church in Tampa. I don't know if you guys are aware of Idlewild. That's one of the biggest church in Lute. I think
Okay,
that's the biggest
yeah.
church in the whole Tampa Bay area.
Yeah.
I think I went there for like 14 years.
Okay.
And that's the most conservative, I would say, church in the area. But one thing is, when you miss something. I love God. I love Jesus. I pray every day, 2-3 times a day sometime. But there's something that you're missing, which is the things, you see, a person needs to be balanced. You have to develop not only your spiritual self, but your body, your spirit, your intelligence. It is written in the Bible. I was spiritually, I was good there.
Right.
But in terms of like sport, like fun, that calibration that you need to balance you out, I didn't have that.
Yeah, and see, you make a valid point. So I'm a Christian also, and I believe in, God, and I think that, your spiritual balance is important. But my very first tattoo, actually, profoundly enough, was a yin and yang. And when I first got it, it was about martial arts. You know, the balance between hard styles and soft styles of arts. You know, it was like about the Chuck Norris Bruce Lee fight at the in the Coliseum in Rome. You know, it was yin and yang. It was about martial arts. But I realized later, as I grew up, how profound it was because it's indicative or representative of balance. You know, in like
Balance
your
is
life.
key.
That's
One
right.
of your catchphrases.
Balance is key.
Balance is key.
Yeah.
That's it. And it's all moderation. I learned this the hard way. I lost a lot of family members because of lack of balance and moderation. They believe in something so deep, so extreme,
Right.
and then they lost that part that was supposed to save their lives.
Right.
I think I lost 2 aunts because of that. Today I was talking to my brother about it.
Wow.
I don't want to get into the story. So once you experience this thing, you know, okay, you can't go extreme on any. Even the Bible tells you this. It said, "Do not be over righteous,
Right.
while destroying yourself." It said, "Do not be over wicked, while dying before your time." So it means that. You see, I just put a French word in there. It means. Sorry about that if I get some
no worries,
Creole,
don't
some
worry.
French word in there because
We'll put
our
subtitles.
brain
Okay.
speaking several languages like going crazy. Now, talking about the Latin, so I was at USF going through political science, and I met this beautiful lady called Raquel. I don't know if you remember, Cuban lady. She used to go to Allen Touch
Yeah, up in New York.
up in New York. She's in New
Yeah,
York,
yeah.
but I think she come back. and
Raquel.
then She was at USF, and then I was going through some heavy family things back then. It's like you're looking for something like a getaway.
Wait, but
You're talking about Toro?
Yes, I can tell.
Yeah.
was Raquel Toro?
Yeah, I know. her. Yeah.
She was on Island Touch because she started dancing with me.
Well, she's the one who first took me to Allen Touch. That was a long time ago. Yeah.
Oh, I see why you started dancing.
Nah, that wasn't the case.
There you
So
go.
we were at USF taking this advanced English class, and I know I was missing something. I wanted to free myself to a certain extent, and I was going through some really tough time back then. You know, I'm like, wow, what's going on? And I started talking to her, and then she started telling me about salsa dancing, Allen Touch, on Del Maybe back then with Tigele and all these guys.
Rudy,
And I'm like,
yeah.
Rudy,
Tigre.
Shout out to
everything.
Tigre,
Yeah.
Ataca la Alemana.
And there used to be like Papi Shampoo. You remember Papi Shampoo? Ayel, all these guys were there. And then and she
Train
said,
with
okay,
him,
she
too.
said, you should come to class with me one time. So I went to class, and I fell in love with it. I'm like, but the problem I had back then too, because I'm Haitian, I'm used to salsa music. I grew up with it. In my mind, I could dance it. I could just go on the floor and then start dancing. And I
But
realized it was a total,
wrong.
complete wrong thing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, whoa, I was so stiff. And the first few weeks were really hard. And I mean, I think I ended up dancing salsa after like 6 months.
Dude, as an instructor from back in the day, I used to struggle with some of my Puerto Rican students that learned to dance at home, you know, and then they had these bad habits, you know, and then I was like, yeah, that's not the way to break or wait, and they'd be like, I've been listening to this since I was born. I'm like, yeah, but so anyway, yeah, so I can see how that would be. I didn't have any bad Latin habits because it's like you for me. I called it my therapy. That's why I taught salsa in Iraq. It's my Zen place. It still does. It, you know, it kind of washes away all the drama of the day, the week, or whatever. So I understand. You know, that's all of our connection. You know, dance. Yeah.
Can I interrupt here because Doc just said that he taught Latin music in Iraq, and I have a quick story. I was at a bar in St. Pete. No, in St. Pete.
Iraq, yeah.
And
Close enough.
I happened,
He wasn't in the bar in Iraq.
No, I happened to. It was me and my wife, and we talked to another couple. There was a woman who was in the military and she served in the war. She said she was in Iraq. She talked about how stressful it was, and her stress relief was to go dancing salsa. And I said, wait right there. I said, let me ask you a question. Was the instructor black that taught you? She said, yes, he was black. And I said, what's his name? Tracy. And she said, who the fuck are you? How do you know? And I said, that's my friend. Here's a picture. Only this guy would teach salsa in Iraq and be known worldwide. But that's our common link between all of us. We definitely love salsa. We definitely love the community. Tell me more about your journey. What made you want to get into law? Because I know that you grew up in the community. And what were some of your struggles while going through law school?
Well, law school, I would say I earned a nickname, Mr. Reasonable. That's how everybody, dean, student, everybody called me Mr. Reasonable because I was always in the middle of everything. I
Right.
never take side. I'm very Socratic.
Right,
If I said
right,
I'm
right.
pro this, I'm going to show you why I'm against it. So I never, but law school was the most difficult place, the most challenging place. Since I've been in this country since 1998,
Okay.
and I do well with everybody. I love everybody. I'm very
Right.
easy and
Right,
things
right.
like that. I don't pick fight. I've never seen any member of my family fight anybody since I was a kid. So
That's great.
I'm just a lover.
I wish I could say that. for my
Automatically, I'm a
family.
lover. I just love everything.
He's from
everybody.
Jersey. He cannot say that.
Yeah, no.
Okay. So, but in law school, you had a sense that everybody's coming after you.
Right.
Everybody's coming for you. Everybody's trying to knock you out. and
Competitive
everything.
dog-eat-dog kind of
Extremely
environment.
competitive.
Yeah.
But I taught salsa also. I was basic salsa in law school. My first.
Did
time
you?
I was teaching the little things I need to
Right,
everybody, and it was
right.
fun. Everybody was into it. Some teachers come out and dance with us and everything. But what I learned in law school is that the struggle, what a lot of people going through in this country, in terms of ethnicity. I remember my first class, there were only 2 or 3 black men in the class.
Yep.
And whatever I do in life, I have this gift. I consider myself as highly favored. I never failed a class in law school. I passed all my classes, which is very hard for people to maintain that in law school. The standard is so high, so
Right.
difficult. So I bless God for that and the good teachers and friends that I have who helped me out while I was there. Because for me, it was a little bit more difficult because I speak different languages. For me to translate those books into French or Creole first in my head for them to make sense for me.
Right.
It's not, if I was like English was my first language, it would have been to me so much more easier. But this pushed me to give more of myself. I remember I used to wake up 3 o'clock because I work throughout law school. I work 8 hours a day every day. Most people don't do that. I woke up 3
Right.
o'clock in the morning, go to work, and then by 2 o'clock I'm already at the school, preparing for class, and I would get home around 10 o'clock at night, and you start over like sometimes 5 days a week. It was like
Hold on. You had a full-time job while you
Yes.
went to law school,
Yes.
which is incredible. I vicariously lived that life through an ex of mine that went to law school, Stetson, and she obviously did not have a job. Her dad paid for everything. Different story. And it was hard enough because she was spending all her time at the library.
Right.
So for you to be distracted for 8 hours and only have another, 16 hours during the day? It's 24, 8, 16. No, another 8 hours to study only. It's big because everybody else had a leg up because most of them weren't working during that time. They took out loans so they didn't have to work.
Yeah, so I had to work. I had a daughter. I had to take care of her and family situation. And a lot of lawyers get into the situation where you have to divorce because that type of life, especially law school, is very, very hard. It requires serious understanding in the part of your friends, your family. I had some good friends, but what really, really helped me through law school, you'd be surprised, is salsa.
Yeah.
It was salsa. I had this friend, you guys probably know Camilo. His name is Carl Hippolyte. You know Carl. It's a little bit older than I and everything.
I know him,
Very quiet guy, you know.
Yeah, I remember
So-
when I first met you, you used to hang out with him all the time.
Yes, we used to hang out all
Yeah,
the time.
you and him were together.
Yeah.
I thought you guys were like related. At that point, because you guys were always together.
Yeah, he's also Haitian. He's my best man and all that.
Okay.
The most wonderful human being you ever met. If I need money, I can call Carl. Say, Carl, listen, I need money. I'll get it from him. The guy never need anything from anybody. But what we would do every Friday, we couldn't wait for Friday to come. We either gonna be at Mojito or Simone.
Simone, that's what I met you.
Yeah,
Simone.
Simone. And
Wow,
we'll be
mojito.
we'll do all of the drink, and then we will dance all night. We do it Friday, Saturday, Sunday, no mercy. You know?
Those are good nights at Mojitos, man. It's
Oh,
been a
yeah.
while. Shoot.
Yeah, Mojito was great.
Long gone.
Mojito, long gone.
That was a nice spot.
Yeah.
And I could, besides God, I give salsa a lot of credit it gives me this release.
Yep.
This needed release. You
Yep.
you sweat, you get it out of your system, and it allowed me to be fit as well because I used to dance so much more.
Oh, you can burn
Yeah,
thousands of
burn.
calories on any given dance night.
It is
Exactly.
important to have, and this is for everyone out there, for whatever you do, it doesn't have to necessarily be dancing, but you need to have an outlet where you can release those frustrations or stresses, whether that's dancing, that's
Right.
singing, that's exercise, something else that allows you to release that stress because you don't want to bother
Turn your
them.
mind off.
It will allow you
That's-
to perform better at your other stuff. It's proven.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's fast forward a bit. You graduated, passed the bar. You're a lawyer.
Wait, stop.
What
Before we
happened?
fast forward, hold up.
Yeah.
I got it for my military brethren and everybody out there. You also have an interesting background, and this was before you went to law school.
Yeah.
So you all actually worked with special forces,
Yes.
right? Yeah.
My very first job was with U.S. Third Special Forces Group, the Green Berets.
Wow.
Yeah. I wasn't
Wow.
in the Special Forces, but I was a civilian attached to them
Okay.
as support. That was part of Operation Uphold Democracy
Right.
back in 1994, bringing Aristide Bad to Haiti.
Right.
I was that guy helping them out with so many things, local logistic, translations, and some other things also that I did for
In
Special
1994?
Forces. That's 1994.
You weren't born.
how old are
You weren't
you?
born lying. Don't.
I thought you and I were about the same age.
Yeah,
How old are you?
no, I'm 50 years old, 50.
Oh, for real?
Yes.
Damn,
No, I'm
bro.
sorry. I'm 52.
Wow,
My bad.
bro! I thought you and I were the same age, like the whole time.
Thank you.
Like, like 1994, I was like,
You're in kindergarten.
barely
kid,
walking.
You're in kindergarten, so you're
Yeah.
trying to figure.
Yeah.
What year were you born in line?
86.
Listen, this doesn't count. Man. This is play.
We can give it.
I'm
So-
85. I'm 85. So yeah.
You're born in '85.
Yeah.
To me, age is a good thing because the older I
Doug is laughing. Like he remembered what he was doing 85.
I was in.
He was graduating
I
high school.
I was
That's
in
what he
co- I
was.
was in college.
Oh, damn.
Oh man.
Yeah, so my life has been prior to me working for Special Forces.
Right.
I mean, U.S. Special Forces was my first job. My second job was the UN Security Council.
Okay.
So the Special Forces literally imposed me, gave me that job
Right. Okay.
at the UN Security Council. These guys really, really loved me.
Okay.
It was amazing. And to Special Forces, prior to Special Forces, I was always with missionaries. My godmother, she's a missionary from Lakeland.
Okay.
They spent like over 40, 50 years in Haiti. And all I know about America was like a bunch of sweet missionaries coming in to do charity, praying, church. But when I start working with Special Forces, I got to give you guys this joke.
The
Go
other,
ahead.
the other side of American.
Yeah, I got to give you that other side. So in Special Forces, I remember this guy named Sergeant Buns. He was the guy doing the cook and everything.
Sergeant Buns.
Buns. He was
Yeah.
really good.
Interesting
He was-
story.
he was
Man. Hold on.
the-
Let
the
him ride.
cook.
Let him ride.
Pause, pause.
Yeah, the guy doing the cooking in the morning and everything, and I love the food too. And one time, I started calling him dude. Hey, what's up, dude, and everything. But he was always funny. He came to me and said, "Bro, why are you giving me dirty names, man?" I'm like, "What do you mean I'm giving?" To me, I heard everybody called me dude, like 'cause
Right.
I was attached with the CEO, S2, and all that. So they call me dude. I mean, dude is dude to me.
Right,
Bro
right.
is bro to me.
Right.
To me, it's the same thing.
Right.
So I'm like, what do you mean? They start laughing and everything. He said, no, man, you got to call me bro, okay? Dude is for your boys over there, like the white guys and everything. I'm like, oh, okay, because I didn't know the dynamic and everything.
Right. That's funny.
And then it hits me, I'm start learning, okay, there's dudes for white guys and bro for
Yep.
black guys and everything.
Yep.
But I learned that from working from U.S. Special Forces. I wouldn't know that because I was in Haiti. To me,
Everybody's black.
everybody's black, everybody's
Right.
natural. I couldn't care less about colors or anything like that. Especially, I grew up in a missionary setting. I'm always with white folks, everybody.
Right,
so
right.
It's natural for me. I still have a lot of problem with English, even now because I'm self-taught English. I
Right.
taught myself how to
Oh,
speak
really?
English at 8 years old in Haiti.
Wow.
Oh, wow. That's
It was-
admirable.
It was like I had a very tough child. My father died when I was like 5.
Wow.
I had a stepfather who really, really, really wanted me to fail. I never had books going to school. 'Cause
Wow.
we were 7 in the family. I was the one only with no books because the guy was really aimed for me to fail. because of it, that's what shaped me today. Because I did high school with no books, elementary, preparatory, no books. And then
That's
impressive.
I will always go to school with a notebook. People thought it was me being stylish or whatever. I don't want to carry books.
Right.
I made it so because I was always popular.
Right.
So now everybody start coming to school without their books. They bring their. What they didn't know is
So you're saying I was ahead of my time by not bringing books to school?
yeah. So, but I didn't have the books. You know, people assume
Right.
that I was just like
Being cool.
'cause I was the first rapper in my city as well. I used to be a rapper.